Hey everyone, happy Monday. I hope you guys had a great Easter week last week. We did. Peeling an orange right now. I'm filming this while I'm getting my lunch, and I have a quiet house right now. Last week we finally left our home base. You saw that in last week's Monday update. We spent a couple days in Savannah, finally getting to stay at the Creek Fire Resort. That has been on our wish list for so many years to get to try out the lazy river. So since we had a really long drive coming to where we are now in Asheville, we broke it up and stayed there in Savannah for a couple of days and hung out at the resort. Got to try the lazy river and all of the amenities that they have. Really nice place if you haven't been. I've got a blog coming out on that this week, and so I'll have lots of details on that and share with you where we were at and what everything was like, what they had. Let's see, and then yeah, so we're just hanging out in Asheville. We have some friends up here, so we're just up here visiting and hanging out with them, getting lots of time. The boys have been finally getting to see each other in person instead of just playing online all the time, so that's been really nice, and we're just kind of getting caught up on getting back into the rhythm of being on the road. It's been a while since we've gotten to do that. Other blog that'll be coming out later this week is going to be our 2-year review of our Arcadia. I cannot believe we've actually been in this RV for 2 years now. Blows my mind. But yeah, that's where we'll be at on the blog. So yeah, we've been enjoying Asheville area. If you don't remember, or if you're not familiar, this area in Asheville and Black Mountain in western North Carolina is in the Blue Ridge Mountains, and they got slammed by Hurricane Helene last year. Totally devastated the area. There is still evidence of that. A lot of the hiking trails and some of the parks are closed. Some of the stores are still, just getting opened. We went to Walmart today to get groceries, and they only had the packaged things and the home goods. They didn't even have their coolers back or their produce section reopened yet, which was pretty crazy. So then we had to find another grocery store in order to get those. So the damage is there. It blew our minds that, we're from Central Florida where, we see hurricanes, unfortunately, more often than we care to admit. And the devastation here is just unbelievable. In the Walmart, the signs that they have that hang from the ceiling, she said they had flooding all the way up to the bottom of the sign, which is about 12 to 13 feet. So the fact that they have made it this far and the store is reopened and they're missing the coolers and the fresh stuff is pretty impressive, a pretty big testament to the people around here and how hard that they have been working to rebuild. So if Asheville area has been on your list, definitely come out here. We've seen some really neat places. We've, done a hike to a waterfall. We went to the Arboretum. The other day, this weekend, I'm losing track of my days. And we've just been out exploring. I do know parts of the Blue Ridge Parkway are closed. So just check your signs, check your routes, that kind of stuff. If you do plan to be in this area, still come. They're definitely open. They can definitely use the tourism dollars and all that stuff. Sorry, I had to get rid of that notification. But definitely plan your trips through here. Don't avoid the area. Just do your research and check it out. Would be what I had to say. If you missed the blog last week, BJ shared his blog just yesterday on the 100,000 mile maintenance stuff there. Yeah, go find his blog if you want to know more about that. And then I had one last week about how RV life has actually challenged our minimalist ways. We are not as minimalist as we thought we were. Taking the whole house seems to have had that impact. And so we had to kind of get back on track, especially with getting on the road after being in our home base area for 6 months. So this week we'll be in Asheville for a few more days, hanging out here, and then we're heading up to Mount Airy. Our son loves Andy Griffith. We love Andy Griffith too, and he wanted to go to Mayberry. So a couple years we took him, and unfortunately it was a weekend and the town was closed. So this time we're going, and we're actually going to camp in the area at the Mayberry campground and hang out there for a few days and actually spend time there before going on and visiting some friends in Virginia. So if you are in the Asheville or Mayberry area, or Mount Airy area, I should say, let us know and maybe we can catch up. It would be awesome to get to see you guys in person. But otherwise, drop a hello in the comments down below. Let us know where you're at this week, what you've been up to, what you did for Easter. We'd love to hear about all of your family reunions, see those pictures and those Easter egg hunts. Since we don't have we don't get to do all that stuff anymore. If you want to get caught up on the blogs, you can head over to barnesonmove.com and check those out. I've got the travel map that I keep updating every time I'm sharing about places. So the Asheville stuff and the Bear Creek campground we're in this week, I'll have that information up when I get that blog out this week, next week, I believe. But all that'll be there, and we've got a lot of great resources for travel and RV life. There's a whole free printable section you guys can check out. But in any case, we are so happy that you're here. Don't forget to like, follow along, subscribe to the blog if that's your thing, if you like reading the blogs and you want some useful reading material. We like to share that stuff. Get them dropped to your inbox every Sunday and Wednesday at 4 o'clock Eastern Time. Otherwise, you guys take care, and we'll see you out there.